In this video, I want to give a simple overview of online or internet marketing. Hi, my name is JT Herzog. When I first started looking at online marketing, I was quickly confused and overwhelmed by all the technical components and the technology. That was back in 2004. Honestly, it kept me from taking action until just recently. A lot has changed since then. Technology and automation tools have made it much easier to start an online business now. Even with all the advancements, many people I talk to who want to start an online business still get hung up on exactly what an online business looks like and how it works. So today I want to give you a bit of an overview of online marketing and compare it to the traditional brick and mortar businesses that everybody's familiar with, so you can kind of get an idea of how they are the same and what the differences are. So in a traditional business, you have your building or your storefront, and you have an address. Every business has a unique address. Well, it's the same on the internet, except you're going to have a website, and each website will have its own unique address. Let me get my laser pointer here so you see here it's usually a www or HTTP. We'll go into that a little bit later. Regardless of what type of business you have, whether it's online or offline, there's one common thing that all businesses need, and that is customers, right? That's basically the nature of business, is serving or getting customers. And so how do you get customers? Well, the obvious answer is that you advertise. And so I want to just quickly go through a sample of different types of advertising. There's free and paid advertising, both in your traditional business and online business. So in a traditional business, your typical free advertising includes signs, your actual storefront itself, maybe a marquee if you're in a business complex or you're in a strip mall. Your business will be advertised on that sign. It helps promote walk-ins. Of course, you have referrals and word-of-mouth advertising. And on the paid front, you have the traditional newspaper and radio and TV ads, yellow pages, Valpaks, etc. Again, there's a lot of other types of paid advertising. The purpose of this is just to give an overview. And the same thing goes online. You have your website, you have your word of mouth, all the social media platforms that are out there. You can do a blog, YouTube. There's all kinds of groups and forums that you can join and advertise in for free. And then you have your paid ads like Facebook and Google and Bing, and there's solo ads and traffic exchanges, and the list goes on and on. So I think you get the idea. The point here is that the nature of advertising is to get potential customers or clients and lead them into your business or to your product or to your service. So traditionally, advertising is going to be the same either way. It's just getting those customers that come to you or letting them know where you are and how they can find you. So both online and in traditional brick and mortar, obviously the front door is, you can't get customers unless you get them into your front door, right? It just makes sense. Well, online, the front door is what we call a lead capture page. And this is where you're going to be able to give the person a little bit of information, collect their name and their email address, and that way you can follow up with them. And there's several different types of lead capture pages. This is a one-step capture page where everything is on one page. This one is for a free book, and give you a little bit of information. If they're interested, they'll click on this button, and then this form will pop up, and again we're going to ask for their name and their address. In either case, whatever type of lead capture page that you have, you want to make sure that you collect their email so that they are added onto your email list. I can't stress this enough, and we're going to get into this a little bit later as well. But basically, this is the first step in the sales process, is to get that customer in the front door. whether it's in a physical door or to your capture page. So now what happens once they're inside? What's the next step? Well, in a traditional business, you're going to have your salesperson or your clerk or somebody there in the store that's going to be able to direct that customer to what they're looking for, answer any questions about products they might be interested in, or talk about your service, those type of things. We're all familiar with that. Well, online, we use a sales page or a video sales letter. This sales page can be a combination of things. It could be video, it could be audio, it could be text, it could be pictures and graphs, or it could be a combination of any of those type of things. The whole purpose is to make the presentation and give your potential customers the information that they're looking for. So again, pretty similar process. The difference is just how it's delivered. And then obviously the next thing is the making of the sale. In a traditional business, basically pay at the register, right? So you take all the things you want up to the cash register and pay. Online, it's going to be in the form of an order form. Okay, again, if you're familiar with Amazon, or if you've ever ordered anything through a catalog, right, even through direct mail, you're going to fill out that form and submit that form to be processed. And online, it's no different. It's just an electronic form. And so then it takes us to our next step, which is when the sale is complete, right? This is where the money happens, cha-ching, right? In a traditional business, you're going to be at the cash register, as we pointed out. You're going to be given your receipt, and then you're going to be able to take your merchandise out the door. In an online business, you're taken to what we call a thank you page, or a confirmation page, as I think is a better technical term. But this is where you're going to get confirmation of the sale and access to your purchase. Now, this could be a download, a free report, an ebook, software you may have purchased. It could be access to a membership site or a training website. Whatever the product or service that you're purchasing, you're going to get confirmation and instructions on how to get that product. Now, if it's a physical product, you'll have given them your address, and they'll probably give you some tracking information here as to the product being shipped. The big difference now, so far it's, pretty much the same type, the same system. We're going, get the person in, give them their information, make the sale, complete the sale. The big difference now comes in online is what happens when there's no sale. Okay? In a traditional business, that customer is gone, right? They're heading for the exit. They didn't find what they were looking for, or maybe they didn't like your prices, or whatever the case may be. They're just not ready to buy, and you're just hoping that they're going to come back when they are ready to buy. But in an online business, because we've collected their email address up front, we can now follow up with these leads, because they obviously were interested in the product or service you had to some degree. Maybe they're just not ready to purchase right now. And this is typical. Very low percentage of people will buy the first time that they see you. You have to build up your know, like, and trust with people before they're going to be ready to buy it. And the email follow-up allows us to follow up with them, give them additional value, results, promotions, that type of thing. And you can use the email follow-up till they're either ready to buy or ready to join your program or subscribe to your newsletter or whatever it is that you're offering, or they unsubscribe. And that's going to happen. It's just the nature of the business. The beautiful thing about email marketing is you can automate that follow-up. And this is one tool that I recommend that every online business owner has, and even offline businesses are going more and more to this, where they're trying to collect a person's email address when they're in the store, because it just makes sense to be able to follow up with them. And that one must tool is what we call an autoresponder. Now, what is an autoresponder? Basically, it's just a piece of software. It's a tool that allows you to automate your emails. So an autoresponder will do several things, like send an email to every new member on your list as soon as they join. Usually this is called a welcome email. And it doesn't matter what time of day or what part of the world that person is from, they're going to get that first email that you set up from you right away. And you can even be in bed when this happens. So again, this is something that is automated, so you don't have to send out each one of those emails as you get a new customer. Okay, it's going to go out automatically. And you can have a whole series of these emails set up to go out at a specific interval, whether it's every day or every other day, and just depending on your type of business, you'll be able to set that up whatever makes sense for you. You will also have the ability to write emails at any time and send it out to everybody on your list or a portion of your list with just a simple push of a button. And this is what we call a broadcast email. So as an example, let's say that somebody signs up in your business and 6 months later you want to send them a holiday special, right? So you could then put together an email announcing whatever your holiday special is and send it out to everybody in the group. All right, so that'll be separate and apart from the actual email series, the initial series. So again, you're going to be able to write one email and send it out to everybody on your list. And that would be the broadcast email. You can also have, as we mentioned earlier, the pre-written sequence of emails that goes out automatically at the designated time intervals that you want. So very, very powerful tool for online marketing is the email marketing, because most of your money is going to be made in the follow-up. So again, this is not an email marketing course. It's just kind of giving an overview of what an online business kind of looks like. I'm a very visual type person, and I know it kind of got me hung up as how does this work, how does that work, and when you're able to see it laid out, I think you're going to get a little better understanding. Before we show you that, though, I want to kind of go over some basic terms that you're going to need to know if you're doing stuff online, and that is the URL. You're going to hear that term a lot, and it stands for Uniform Resource Locator. As just a technical term, it's for a website address, right? This is what the programmers use. They need to do that in order to direct you and get you to where you want to go, because again, everything has a unique address online, just like it does with a physical street address. And gave a couple examples here. You have Google, right? www.google.com. I can't even talk. Google.com, and you can see all the formats, other formats with the HTTP, or you'll see HTTPS, and that just basically stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Again, you don't really need to know how this works. Just I want to familiarize you with the term. If it has an S on it, that means that it is secure. And in this day and age, it's going to more and more that almost all websites are going to have to be secure, especially if you're taking any type of payment or personal information. You want to make sure that that is secure, and that's just again, the technical stuff goes on behind the scenes, but it just makes sure that all of the transmissions between the website and your form and whatever are encrypted and secure, so that somebody can't steal that information. Okay. Also, another term is hyperlinks, simply referred to as just links or affiliate links. You're going to hear those terms. And basically, a hyperlink is just an interface between the source and the target. So when somebody clicks on a hyperlink in whatever source that they're in, they're going to be taken to a target. And that target can be, well, first of all, the hyperlink itself can be text, it can be images, it can be website addresses, or what they call controls, which is basically like a button, those type of things. It's a way for you to direct people to where you want them to go. And on web pages, hyperlinks are usually light blue or light purple, and they're underlined. And so how are we going to be using hyperlinks? Not only can we direct people to our website address, but we can also use them in our emails. And I give a simple example here of an email, and you can see it just says, Dear John, thank you for joining my list. You can access the website here at, and then we give a hyperlink. And this is what the hyperlink is, okay? And that, if somebody were to click on that link, they're going to go to this page. And this is an example I gave earlier of what a website looks like. So we can direct them to a website, we can direct them to a YouTube video, you can direct them to another page where they can download a PDF, or any number of things. Hyperlinks are a very, very useful tool. And again, you don't have to know exactly how it works. I just want to give you the basic terms. So let's go over the sales process and the terms. Again, just real quick here. We had to remember at the beginning the lead capture page. And there's several different, and this is one of the things that confused me early on, was there's so many different ways of saying the exact same thing, right? Lead capture page, a landing page, a squeeze page, an opt-in page. They all mean the same damn thing. I tend to use the lead capture page because I think it is the most descriptive term of what the page actually is. And if you remember, this page is designed to capture that lead's information, whether it's an email, a name, phone number, address, or any other information that you need for them based on what it is you're offering them. Now, I will tell you that in form of lead capture, obviously you definitely need their email, but the more information that you ask of your lead, the less response you're going to get. So most of us will use an email and a name. Rarely do you start asking for phone number and address until you've built a little bit of a rapport with that person. But again, you can collect whatever information it is you deem necessary. I just want you to have the idea that the options are there, okay? And then we have the sales page. Again, this is the page that you're going to be able to present your business, your service, or your opportunity to your potential customers. This page can take many different forms, as I mentioned earlier. It could be a video, it could be an audio, it could be a long sales letter, it could be a short sales letter, it could be a PowerPoint presentation like I'm giving you here. It could be a combination of any of those. So they can also include testimonials and case studies. A sales page can be real simple, and it can be very, very complex. The whole purpose of the sales page is to make the presentation, give your potential customer the facts so that they can make a good buying decision. Another term you're going to hear a lot is traffic. And basically, traffic is nothing more than advertising, right? And we already talked that all businesses need to advertise. We have to have a method of getting these people, these leads, these potential customers to come to your front door, right? And on the online space, the front door is going to be your lead capture page. Getting traffic to your website is a key to growing your business. And I want to stress this point. You always want to be building your email list. I made the mistake early on of not listening to the people that were telling me to build my list. And I'm here to tell you, don't even think about it. Make sure that you're building your list. It's going to be the biggest asset of your online business. So the order form, again, this one's pretty self-explanatory. I think we all pretty much know what an order form is. Depending on whether it's a physical or digital product will determine how much information you need to collect, whether you need a physical address or if you just need their name and their email address. One thing is, this page must be secure. It's just common sense, right? You want to be able to protect your customers' information. Now, the thank you page, we talked about this. And this is where your customer will get their confirmation of their sale, access to the purchase. Again, this could be a download of a report, an ebook, or software, whether it's access to a membership or training site or any number of other things that you can do with this page. So the thank you page, again, is just like a confirmation. It's almost like a receipt in the physical store world, where you made your purchase and now they're going to say, okay, here's the receipt, here's the information, here's how you're going to be able to access your purchase. And this is also a good place to remind them to check their email and look for that welcome email that you're going to send them by way of your autoresponder. And again, you can tie this to the autoresponder to the thank you page, so that when they order, they'll get an email saying, thank you for your order. So just want to kind of recap here real quickly. Traditional business, you're going to advertise to try to get people through your front door, where your salesperson or your clerk is going to take over, and then if they're ready to purchase, they're going to check out. In an online business, again, you're going to advertise, you're going to drive them to your lead capture page, which is then going to take them to your sales page to do the presentation or give them the information that they need to make a buying decision. If they're interested in your product or service, they're going to be taken to your order page, where they'll fill out their information, give you their credit card or PayPal, or however, even if it's a free type of thing, you're going to take them to an order page. And once they complete the order, they'll be taken to the thank you page or the confirmation page. Now, one of the beautiful things about an online business is that it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It never gets tired, sick, or takes a day off. And it makes the same presentation every time, so you have the consistency, and you're getting your sales message that you can perfect over time and get it out to your customers to give you the best possible chance of making a sale. And all your results are trackable. Again, this is not a in-depth training on how to set up an online business. I'm just kind of trying to give you the overall view of the program. I want to recap here in a little visual form. And I see my slide. This is coming up a little too early here, a little premature, but that's okay. So, and again, on online business, you're going to advertise, you're going to provide a link to get them to click on that link to go to your capture page. Once they're on the capture page, you're going to collect their email, and you're going to send them to your sales page, right? And sales page is where they're going to be, you're going to make your presentation, and hopefully if they're ready to order, they're going to be taken to your order page. But in the meantime, they're also going to be added to your email list. Okay, so this happens kind of simultaneously. When they on your capture page, they put in their contact information, they're going to be added to your list and then forwarded, taken to your sales page. Okay, from the sales page, they're going to go to your order page. Hopefully they're going to get information that they want and are going to purchase from you. They'll give you your payment information. You're going to process the order, and from there you're going to send them to the thank you page, which again is going to confirm their order and provide their fulfillment information. So this is really a really basic, simple sales funnel, as we call it. But again, what happens is, if people don't order, and a very small percentage of people are going to order the first time they see an offer. It just statistically what happens. So that's where your email follow-up is going to come into play, because your email autoresponder, if you set it up with your email sequence, is going to send out these emails automatically. Right, so it's going to send that welcome email right away. Say, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining my list. They're going to get another email, a second email, whether it's a day later or 2 days later. Again, you control this. And then email 3, 4, 5. It really depends on how many emails you want to pre-set up in this sequence. And your email autoresponder, it's going to take care of all of this automatically for you. Okay, so once you set it up, your email autoresponder will automatically send those emails in your follow-up sequence, and you can control the number of those emails. Okay, so this entire email sequence here can be set up whether it's 3 emails, 7 emails, 10 emails. I have seen some marketers, well, they'll have a year's worth of emails already pre-set up in here. It's just really up to you. And then don't forget, you can do the anytime email through the broadcast email. Okay, so again, email marketing, very, very, very powerful. And again, this whole process is what we call the sales system. Can be all automated, and it's best known online as a sales funnel. So sales funnel or your sales system basically means the same thing. So I'm going to leave this up here for just a second for you, because again, it helped me to be able to visualize and see what the process is. We all know what happens when you go into a traditional brick and mortar store, right? Go into that furniture store and there's that salesman sitting there waiting to just pounce on you and try to make the sale. Well, this is a little bit more laid back, a little bit low key, because people can go through the process at their own time. So anyway, so in conclusion, I'm just hoping that you got a basic understanding and a visual of what an online business looks at, because I know for me it was a lot easier if I could see it and visualize it. I know that's, I mentioned this a couple times now. This is where I got stuck and I got frozen when I first started online. And one of the things I just want to remind you too, that don't get caught up in the technical, how does this work? Because you need to know how it works in order to use the tools and the software that's available today. It's just like you don't have to know the inner workings of an engine in order to drive a car. The technology and the automation has made it easier than ever to operate a profitable business online today. So now, just to give a little background, I've been in business myself for almost 30 years now, most of it in the offline and the traditional business structure. And in that time, I've been able to help thousands and thousands of my associates start and operate their own successful small business. And it's just, my final thoughts are, I truly believe that you cannot have true financial and time freedom trading your time for money. So, and that means a job, right? In my opinion, an online business or any type of business really is the quickest way to both financial and time freedom for the average person. Again, online business, it's so easy to get started these days. You can do it at a relatively low cost too. So whether you are tired of the rat race, whether you just need more money every month, whether you want money to spend more time with your family and friends, to take the vacations throughout the year and, just have more time freedom. Time freedom to me is the big key here, because once time is gone, you can't get it back. You give somebody your time, you can't get it back. And it's the one commodity that, there's just a finite amount of. So your own online business could be the answer for you. And as I mentioned, it doesn't take a fortune to get started. You can get started relatively cheap compared to trying to do a brick and mortar business like a McDonald's or a Subway, where you're going to pay tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get up and running and hopefully be in profit in 4 or 5 years. Now it's simple, but it does require work. And too many people get online, they think they can push a couple buttons and they're going to get rich. And if that's what you're thinking, then you're going to be sorely disappointed, because it just doesn't work that way. It does take some work. It does take some education on your part to learn some of these things. But if you're willing to put in that work, and if you're willing to invest in yourself and to learn, then you can too have the life of your dreams that an online business can provide for you. So I hope that this overview has given you a little better understanding what an online business looks like. And, again, keep in mind, this was just one simple example of a sales funnel. Sales funnels can take many different forms and shapes, but hopefully my goal here was to just kind of give you a bird's eye view of what an online business looks like. So at this point, let me ask you a question. Would you be interested in taking a look at an opportunity that will allow you to start a business of your own right from the comfort of your own home? something that you could do to bring in extra cash each and every month, even on a part-time basis? If so, I want you to stick around for a couple more minutes. And if not, that's cool. You can stop this video right now. I would just like to say thank you for your time. Time is valuable, and I appreciate you spending some time here. Take a look at this presentation. Okay, great. You're still here. I promise this won't take long. I just want to go over a few things and give you a free access to the program that I'm using so that you can check it out for yourself and see if it's a fit for you. If you are a fit, that would be awesome, and I'll be able to help you get started. And if not, it's cool too. We can part as friends. Hopefully that's fair enough. I love coaching. I love helping people. And I've done it throughout my entire business career. It's just one of my passions. So again, if this is something that's going to interest you, then I'll be happy to hook up with you and get you started. So to kind of, let me go back here just real quick to this slide. If you remember, this is the overview of what an online business looks like. And I can tell you that all these different, the sales pages and the autoresponder, they're using different tools that you need to put together and integrate. As an example, one of my programs that I use to build my sales funnel, it costs anywhere from $97 to $297 per month. And autoresponders, there's a lot of good autoresponders out there, and it ranges anywhere from $25 to $40 per month. And then as your list grows, that cost increases. There's some lead capture page services out there that provide just a lead capture page, running anywhere from $20 to $40 per month. And then the thing is, you have to integrate all these and make sure that the page talks to this page, and that this page talks to your autoresponder. And so there's a lot of technical things that go involved in this. But the company that I'm working with, it's called Now Lifestyle. They've integrated all of this. So everything that you see on this page is already done for you. It's already integrated. It's all in one spot. You don't have to log into different programs and make those connections. And if you use their lead capture system, all you really have to do is customize it with your personal information. And the system will already be done for you. On the marketing end of things, you can use you can purchase Facebook leads from them. In other words, they are actually doing the advertising on Facebook, and when those leads comes in, you can buy those leads from them and then just simply follow up with them. So they're already interested in the program. You just need to follow up with them. They also have a guaranteed paid sign-up program as well. Again, it's a paid service, but it's doing the work for you. So they've got things set up to where the average person can get up and get running with an online business of their own. You'll be able to earn while you start learning how to build your own business and do your own pages. This is a great place to start. Very, very affordable. Like I said, everything is included in that you've seen on this page is included in one low monthly price of just $50 per month. So it's a phenomenal deal. So if you are interested in working with a company that's been around for over 22 years, they've paid out over $250 million to their associates and their affiliates. They've been responsible for creating over 50 millionaires. It's a reputable, rock-solid company that pays real well, and it's part of a soon-to-be trillion-dollar industry, and that industry is the health and wellness and weight loss industry. So the products and services that they offer are in high demand, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details. I told you I was going to be quick because I'm going to give you free access. If you're interested, you can check it out for yourself. There's no strings attached, and you can get access to that by going to this link here, http://jtherzog.com/free. Again, if you go to this link, and I'm going to put a link down in the description of this video. You're probably watching this on YouTube or wherever you're watching it. There should be a link below so that you can just click on the link for you. And I just wanted to leave you a final parting thought here that, you know, if you look at it, take a look at it. If it's something that you want to do, we can hook up and I can get you started and get you on your way. And if not, again, that's cool too. I'm not here to pressure you into anything. I think it's a phenomenal program. I'm using it myself to not only lose weight and get in better shape, but I'm also making money online with it as well. So and I always say that you're just one decision away from changing your life for the better. And whether you take me up on this offer or not, regardless of your decision, I wish you the life of your dreams. Until next time, JT Herzog. Goodbye.